morning, everyone. It is Saturday today and it's about 9:45 and I thought I would just do a little vlog. I'm just getting ready because I am heading to a shopping retail park that's near me, and me and my friend are grabbing a Starbucks and we're just gonna have like a socially distanced coffee date because I miss my coffee dates. I haven't had a takeout like coffee from a shop in like since lockdown. So also my face, please ignore my face, I am breaking out. I've been so stressed with what's been going on recently in the world, and also I've been stressed. Like, so on Thursday me and my family went to get a coronavirus test because a member of my family was showing symptoms, and we all just wanted to be on the safe side, so we went to get a coronavirus test. Luckily we are all negative. One person in my family came back unclear, like inconclusive, but we weren't too worried because they weren't the person showing symptoms. So obviously the only reason they got a test was because another person was showing symptoms, so we will be fine. But yeah, so that was a bit worrying. I was very stressed about that. It's just something that you obviously know is happening, but you don't think it all affects you. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know that it's going on and you know that it's absolutely awful, but you don't think someone you know or someone in your family or even yourself will get it. I think there's just that like little bit of denial in the back of your mind that says, oh no, you'll be fine, you're not going to get it. And then obviously something like that happens and you're just a bit like, oh my god, okay, this is real. So yeah, that was stressful, but I'm all right. I'm just a bit all over the place, but my skin is not all right. My skin is not having it. But yeah, I hope that you guys are all right. How have you been doing this week? I know that obviously this week has been very, very hard, and all of my love and my support goes out to you guys, especially the people in the Black community. I am always here. You can drop me a DM or anything and I will do everything I can to help. I know that this is such a hard time, but we will get through this. I'm just getting ready. I've not worn makeup in what feels like forever. So this will be good for me. Be mental health. Be good. Get myself ready. Also, oh my god. So obviously you guys saw a Pretty Little Thing haul last week, and I have done another one. And I think I'm going to upload it next week, but your girl went ham. Like, I ordered a lot of stuff. So I'm so excited to show you. I feel like this, like the haul that I need to film, not the one that you saw last week, I feel like it's so much better because there's so much more stuff. I think the items are a lot more interesting, but also last week's was really good because it was like basics. So also, if you haven't seen it, you know where to find it. So yeah, but I think this one is like, it's a lot better because like there are a lot more range of pieces and I can do a lot more with them. I already know what I'm wearing. Today, I was lying in bed last night and I was like planning my outfit in my head. It was like 3 a.m. because, you know, you girl can't sleep. But it was 3 a.m. and I checked the weather just so I knew what I could base my outfit around. Because I was excited. I literally felt like I was going to school on non-school uniform day. Because you know that like, I've not been out in so long. I was like, right, anything I wear, I need to look good. I literally haven't done my makeup in so long. I forget which way round. Oh my god, my eyebrows. I haven't done my makeup in so long. I'm forgetting which way round I do it and like what I need to do. This is awful, guys. Oh, also, what are your guys' go-to like coffee order? When you order a coffee in a cafe, what is your go-to order? Mine is a cappuccino, no flavouring, regular milk. But yeah, that is mine. I would love to know what yours is. I reckon my friend will get a skinny sugar-free caramel latte, like the sugar-free syrup, because that's her go-to. Also, I am not an iced like coffee drinker. Like, you will not catch me paying for a iced coffee, because I can make one myself. Like, I can make obviously normal coffees myself, but if I want to get a coffee, I'll pay for a hot one. I'm not an iced coffee girl. I literally do not see the hype about it. Like, it just reminds me of, like, you know when you are drinking a coffee and you forget about it, and then you think, oh my god, I've forgotten about my coffee, and then you go to drink it and it's cold. That's literally what it reminds me of, and it's just not my vibe. And also, one thing that I found, is that let me just move you a little bit. One thing that I find also is when I have an iced coffee, is I drink it so much faster, because obviously it's cold, so I don't have to, like, I'm not burning my mouth every time I drink it. So I feel like it goes in like 5 seconds, and I'm just like, where has my money just gone? Like, I want to be able to sit there and like leisurely enjoy my coffee. Oh my god, I've got eyeliner everywhere. Leisurely enjoy my coffee, and I can't because I just chug it down. My makeup is so bad today. It just shows I haven't done it in so long. Sorry, I just cut that a bit short of me getting ready because I was in a rush. I'm running late. But so is Charlie, my friend, so it's fine. Oh my god, I need to sort myself out. Oh my god, nice angle. I'll pop a picture of my outfit here, just because my room was too messy to film an outfit of the day, if I'm being honest, but I am tidying my room later. But yeah, I'm just gonna make my way to the shopping, like, retail park thing that I'm going to, and yeah, I'll vlog when I get there. Okay, I've just got to Charlie's. We've just got our Starbucks, and I'm so excited. We're gonna sit in her back garden, because you're allowed up to 6 people in the back garden. So we're gonna go sit there and chill. Hello, it is like 2:45 now. I got back from my friend Charlie's. We just sat in our garden and had a really nice catch up, really nice chat. And then popped home for a bit, and then I've just gone round to my friend Sophie's house, and I've sat in her garden with our friend Joe, and we've just been chilling and chatting. It's really nice that we're now able to, like, have up to 6 people in a garden, because it means that even though we're sitting apart, we can just still catch up, and it's really nice. And it's also nice to have actual, like, human contact and like company, rather than sitting on the screen. So yeah, that was really nice. But I'm just gonna go home, chill, have another coffee, because I've only had one today, so it's just not enough for me. And yeah, just chill for a bit. When I was at Charlie's, I took some really nice, like, we took some really nice photos of each other, so I got some pictures of my outfit, which you would have seen, and I'm really happy with how my outfit looks. Like, it's a completely new vibe for me. I've never done this sort of style before, but I'm actually obsessed with it, so it's definitely something that I'm going to be doing more often. And also, it's really, really comfortable, so you can't complain. But yeah, I'll update you later. Okay, you can tell I haven't vlogged in a very long time, because it's now 10 to 10 at night, and I completely forgot. But I have had a sudden urge to clean my room, clean and tidy it. I don't get these a lot. I don't get sudden urges to do that. So I've learnt in my life to, when I get an urge, no matter whether it's 2 p.m. or 2 a.m, to satisfy that urge and go ahead with the activity. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go. Okay, let's do a before. Disgusting.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go. Till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go.
I've made myself a bullet journal drawer and it's so exciting. If you haven't seen my bullet journal video, I will link it up top. It was very highly requested actually, and it looks like a lot of people have enjoyed it, so I'm very happy about that. I actually really enjoyed making it. I've only just joined the bullet journal club, but yeah, I'm so glad I have. I think I'm going to sit down tomorrow maybe and do another spread, because basically I've done it for next year. So obviously I don't want to plan too much, because obviously I don't know what I'm going to need next year, because let's be honest, who knows what state the world will be in. So I'm not planning too much, but it's nice to put some ideas down and just doodle at my own pleasure. Literally, since picking up my clothes, it already looks so much better. Look at that.
Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played.
Now you can see me doing the exciting job of changing my bin.
Around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat.
Okay, I now need to put away some laundry I've got going on here. It's just where it sits when I haven't put it away. So we're gonna do that.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go. Through the waste.
Room's all tidy. I'm gonna have a shower now because I'm sweating. And then I'll show you the after, because I'm gonna like sort my bed out and stuff and then show you. Okay, so here's the after. It's not cleaned, but it is tidy. I need to change my bed sheets tomorrow, but this is the result. I still need to obviously hoover and like do the cleaning part, but at least it's tidy. Obviously gonna take the rubbish downstairs tomorrow, but it's all done and I feel so good. So yeah, I'm gonna clean it all tomorrow, but at least that's the tidying out of the way.
Welcome to Bruno's nighttime routine. No.
enjoyed seeing Bruno's night routine. We have to do that. We do his eye folds, like his tear ducts, like every other night. And it is just because with bulldogs, they get, because of the folds, they get quite marked. So when we first got, I'm trying to hang up my dressing gown, it's just not working. But when we first got him, his tear ducts and his folds were really, really dark. I will try and find a photo of when we first got him so you can see how dark they were and then what they're like now. So basically what you do is you just get a like non-fragranced baby wipe. And as you saw, I just wipe them, go like right in the corner and then here, and then do it and then dry it with a cotton pad and then get some Sudocreme and go mostly here because this is the darkest point and the most sensitive, and then go all the way down. And that is something we do. And then I just sometimes, not as regularly, but we get a another baby wipe and then just go in his ears to clean them out. But yeah, that's his little night routine. He's got a better skincare routine than I have because I don't really have one. Hence what we're looking like. I was just downstairs. Me and my mum play Uno a lot in the evenings. We just have a few games. It's really nice. It's just nice to chill out with her in the evenings. And I also actually spoke to her about the Black Lives Matter movement and like all the protests that are going on at the moment, because I feel like it's really important to have like open discussions with your family, because I know that a lot of parents, a lot of white parents, they are not that well educated on the situation and they might not really understand a lot of things. And I think that's the same with my family. I think that's the same with most families, just because they're not as educated. But my mum is really open-minded. Like, we had a really good discussion about it and we were speaking about riots and like why people have riots and why people of the Black community and people of colour feel like they have to towards the violent side of things. The way that I got educated on this situation, because I was indeed like, I was wondering about this too, is I watched a IGTV video, and I believe it's titled Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man, and I will link the handle, and if I can get a link for it, I will link it down below. I completely recommend you watching that. It's like 10 minutes. We were talking about that. And we were talking about social distancing in terms of the protests. And we were having a conversation about if there's a second spike with coronavirus, then it is pretty much predicted that everyone's going to blame it on the people that attended the protests because they've been given a negative connotation because of the situation that it's about, because it's about the Black Lives Matter movement and people are being negative towards it. However, there wasn't so much of an uproar when people were packed on beaches when it was a really nice day, or sunbathing in parks. Or I know that for VE Day, a few weeks back, loads of people were having socially distance like street parties. And there are pictures, which I will put around here somewhere, of a presenter doing a new segment on VE Day and people having great times with socially distanced street parties. And there were people in a line holding a rope, socially distancing, going down a conga line, but it wasn't socially distanced. Everyone was touching the same rope. It was really inappropriate. But then people are complaining about people protesting for basic human rights. So I was just having a conversation to her about that. And like it was being discussed on Facebook and everything. So yeah, it was really nice to have an open conversation. Another thing I also recommend is I watched a show as a kid called That's So Raven. I absolutely loved the show. I've watched it all the way through. I adore it. And there was an episode, it's season 3, episode 10, and it's an episode called True Colours. And it is basically about how Raven and her best friend Chelsea apply to work in a clothing store. And Raven absolutely aces the interview, and then Chelsea does awfully, like she doesn't do very well at all. And then Chelsea gets a call and gets told she gets the job, but Raven doesn't. And then Raven, who is psychic, has a vision about Chloe, who is the manager of the store, saying, I don't hire Black people. And it's basically a whole episode about Black history, because Corey, Raven's brother, has to do a 500-word report on Black History Month, and he's saying that it's boring and he doesn't enjoy it. By the way, the Baxters, who is Raven's family, they are all black and described as African-American in the show. So yeah, they're an African-American family, and Corey's saying that it's boring and he doesn't want to learn about it. His dad, Mr. Baxter, goes on to explain about how important Black history is. So he speaks about people in the Black community doing so many amazing things that now represent us today and help us today. So I know that Bessie Coleman was the first international woman, Black or white, to get a pilot license. There was a man called Scott Joblin, I believe, and he was the inventor of ragtime music, which then led to jazz music, R&B, hip hop, and genres like that. And then there was a Black man called Sam Jackson, and he was the inventor of modern ice cream. So I'm sure that we can all appreciate those people. And there were also loads of other famous names. Those were just a select few. I'll actually list them down below. But I really, really recommend watching that show, and that episode especially. I mean, watch That's So Raven, because it's fabulous. I love that show. But no, watch that episode, series 3, episode 10. It's on Disney Plus, and if you don't have access to Disney Plus, I do believe that they offer a 7-day free trial. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know that they do offer a free trial scheme. So you can download the free trial with your email address, go on, watch the episode, and then if you don't want to continue with the subscription, you can just cancel it. But yeah, I do really recommend watching that. I also saw on Facebook today, one of my friends that I know, they wrote a blog post. It was by a man called Craig, and it spoke about all about white privilege, and it was explaining in depth about certain forms of white privilege, what you may not have recognized and everything. So yeah, I've seen so many amazing resources today, and I have over the time of me delving in deeper. So yeah, everything that I've looked at specifically today and I've mentioned in this video, I will link below, and then I will also link a website where you can have a link to petitions, donations and resources, which I will always leave down in my description box permanently. So that is something that you can also access. Also on my Instagram, I do have a Black Lives Matter highlight that I've got permanently on my Instagram now, and everything that I post and share on my stories, I put on my Instagram highlight. So that's there forever. So you can go on all the resources. Everything that I share, I absolutely love. I've read through and through, and I've watched, and I find them really inspiring. Hence why I want to share them on my feed, because I want other people to get the same effect that I do. But yeah, that was just a really nice evening. It was a really nice end to the day. I hope that you guys have had a really good day and you are all keeping safe and well, both physically and mentally. This is a very hard time, so please be kind to yourself. Take a day out, turn your phone off, look after others, but be kind to yourself as well, because mental health is so important. It's something that I do want to go a bit deeper on in my channel, because it's something that I've got experience in. So I do want to talk about mental health and go into that as well. I want to make my platform, however small it is, I spoke about this on my Instagram post, actually, I did a caption on it. I want to make my platform that I have, however big or small it is, both on YouTube and Instagram and all my social media platforms, to be a safe space for everyone to feel like they are included and they are addressed and they are not singled out. So that could be anything to do with race, religion, sexuality, gender, the LGBTQ plus community, everything. I want to touch on everything. Mental health, obviously some topics I do have more experience in, because I may have experienced them myself, i.e. in terms of race and the Black Lives Matter movement and the Black community, I do not have a lot of experience in, because I am white, so I can't relate to that on a personal level. However, I am doing my research and I am really enjoying it. I would definitely recommend doing it. It's so enlightening and it's so informative and interesting. I absolutely love it. Literally, watching a 20-minute kids episode got me so into it at the end of the night, and I was absolutely loving it. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I love you guys so much. Please stay safe, both mentally and physically, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.